Welcome to yet another manga review, chapter 232, I believe, of My Hero Academia. Now, you know what happened in the chapter, I know what happened in the chapter, so let's just jump straight into it and talk about probably the biggest part of this chapter, which was re-destro's Quirk. Now, from first impressions, I'm going to emphasize I said first impressions. I'm going to keep saying first impressions, because I know some idiot in the comment section below is going to go like, we don't even know anything about his quirk yet. Why are you trash talking it? Fucking keyboard warrior all over the fucking place. I know someone's going to fucking do it. Like, even though I'm saying first impressions right now, someone's still going to do it probably. But whatever. First impressions, I don't like the quirk, because it's seeming a lot like a brute force quirk, and that's kind of starting to be overdone already in the series. Because think back to the Camino arc. We have All For One, this guy with all of these quirks, all these super strong quirks he could possibly use. But what does he do? He makes a giant fucking arm to defeat All Might. Now, I know you can make up reasons, come up with actual valid reasons why he did that, also come up with actual bullshit reasons why he did that. Whatever, you can make reasons, but the fact is, it happened. It's over with. It happened. Now, fast forward to the Overhaul arc, right? And we've got Overhaul, this guy with this really interesting quirk, this really powerful quirk. He can do fucking anything, possibly literally. And what does he do? He fucking makes a kaiju, and the fight turns into a brute force fight once again. Now back to the present. We've got re-destro, the final boss of this arc, seemingly having a quirk that is once again brute force. Like, I was really hoping it was something better than that. Hopefully Hori will surprise me with this. He'll come up with something more to the quirk. There you go. He'll come up with something more interesting with it. It isn't just gigantification. Well, we know it's not gigantification because Shiggy, Twice, Compress, and all the others that were there would have noticed if his thumb fucking grew 10 sizes when he fucking yeeted that Twice clone out of nowhere. If you remember what panel I was talking about, where he just fucking poked the Twice clone with his thumb, they would have noticed if his thumb gigantified right there in that instance. So it probably isn't gigantification. If it is, it's pretty fucking... That's even worse than brute force to me, because that's just so basic bitch, to the point where even Mount Lady has it. That's how basic bitch it is, so I really hope it isn't gigantification. Now, I have a theory for what his quirk could do. It's a 2000 IQ theory, so buckle in, because this is something only a galaxy brain person like me can make up, right? So I'm thinking his quirk could be absolute control. Whatever the ink on his body touches, he can control it. He put the ink on his thumb and enhanced the strength of it. He put the ink on his entire arm and enhanced the size of it. He put the ink on his arm when he killed the fucking bunny guy, the bear guy at the beginning of the arc, and it allowed him to fucking break the guy's neck. It allows him to just manipulate things. That's what it does. At least that's what I hope it does. Now, my theory kind of fits in with the theory that popped up near the beginning of this arc. Sorry about that plane in the background. This theory that popped up near the beginning of this arc, how re-destro has these 2 marks on his head, right? And Bakugo and Ochako also have these 2 marks on their hero costumes, and we know that he creates hero tech and hero costumes and whatnot. So the theory was that he could control Bakugo and Ochako with those 2 dots. That fits perfectly with my theory of his quirk being absolute control. Now, the problem I have with that theory, well, I actually don't have a problem with that theory. It's 2000 IQ, and whoever came up with that theory, galaxy brain. Really want to know that person's name. Now, my problem is that if this theory is true, we might get Deku involved into this arc. Now, I have no problem with Deku. I've never been one of those people who hated Deku or anything. I just want this to stay the League's training arc, right? But if Bakugo and Ochako get controlled, then Deku's almost definitely going to hunt them down. He's not going to let the love of his life and Ochako get controlled like that and just sit back, you know? So that's my problem I have with that, if that theory is true. Now that's my theory about what his quirk could be. If you've got an idea, leave it in the comment section below. I'd really like to read some of your ideas and shit. Now the rest of this chapter was re-destro talking about more of the history of the Liberation Army, talking about this lady who pretty much coined the term quirk. I'm sure this is completely irrelevant and will never come up ever again, so I'm just not going to talk about it because I have nothing to say. The chapter ends with Shiggy recreating 9/11. There you go, boom. Great chapter. Like I said, last chapter was a setup chapter, and it set up a really good chapter, which was this one. Like I said, I hope there's more to re-destro's quirk, but overall this chapter was a solid, probably 8 out of 10, 8.3 out of 10. There you go. Thank you for getting this far into the video. If you like the video, like it. If you really like the video, subscribe. And if you really like the video, share it with someone else so that they can watch it. And I think that's all I can say.